Okay, first question, please, Peter Lawler.
Morning, Steve. Two things. Do you take some comfort that it took such an extraordinary innings, that innings from Bubba Azam, to hold you guys out in the game? And as a batter, what did you make of that innings? Secondly, I just want to ask you about converting. Is that on your mind at the moment? So you sort of found it a little bit more difficult lately after getting to 50.
Firstly on Bubba, that was a exceptional innings in the fourth innings. I think it was I read some stuff. He's broken some records, or he's been in the top 5 most balls faced in the fourth innings and things like that. So look, it was an exceptional innings. I thought he played remarkably well. He played our spinners so well. Nathan, we were speaking about it the other day. Nathan was getting a little bit out of the rough, and everything just seemed to hit the middle of the bat until the one that he got out on. So for 400 balls or whatever he faced was a pretty remarkable effort, along with Rizwan as well, who did well, and Shafiq. So they made us really work for our wickets, and obviously we weren't quite good enough to get all 10 in the end. But look, he played exceptionally well. In regards to of course, the first 2 tests getting 70. It's probably a number I haven't got out on too many times in my career. I think I've gone to get the bigger scores, particularly on these wickets. So look, I've been pretty disappointed when I've got out, that's for sure, after working hard to get there and playing well up to that point. So hopefully can get into the similar position this test and go on and convert.
Thanks, mate.
Mel Farrell, please.
Thanks, Brian. Hey, Steve. Just further on Pete's question first. Can you put it down to something? Sort of when something happens several times, is it just a collection of different circumstances? Or is there something specific that you think's changed or happening that's just sort of proving to be a bit of a hurdle?
No, I don't think anything different. It's just happened. I felt good. I felt in a nice place. So it's just happened.
And just another one, a little bit offbeat, I'm sure, but we've seen a lot of interaction between the Australian and Pakistan players. They seem to have a thing where they like to imitate your leave before the game. We've seen that a few times. Can you give us maybe just an insight into some of the sort of funny interactions or fun interactions you've had with those guys?
I actually haven't seen that, but I think it's been a great series so far. I think it's been played in terrific spirit. Both teams have played some good cricket and got on well throughout the game. So I think it's been a great series so far, and goes down to the wire in the last one here.
Thanks.
Dries Malik, please.
Thank you, Brian. Steve, definitely this tour is going good, as you mentioned. You are enjoying the tour. Are you expecting the bouncy wicket at Qaddafi Lahore? I'm just asking. I know that's not it's like that, but are you expecting the bouncy wicket at Qaddafi Stadium? And have you learned something Urdu words?
The what? Sorry.
Are you expecting a bouncy wicket?
A bouncy wicket. Probably not. I'm probably expecting, having not seen the wicket, I'm probably expecting something pretty similar to what we've had in the first 2 tests. But we'll be able to make better assessment after we get to training today and have a look at the surface.
And have you picked up any Urdu words while you've been here?
No, I haven't picked up any. So
Assalamu alaikum.
It's been the
biryani, nothing.
Biryani, is that a? I think we've had a few biryanis in the team room, so yeah, I guess that's as far as I go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sundaresan.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Steve, I know you're really good with your Marathi, but we won't go there. It just looked like you just seem to have opened yourself up more in this round, just when you're facing the seamers in the second test. I don't know whether it's just a conscious decision. Can you just run us through it?
Yeah, I definitely do that more when it's reversing, particularly coming back into me. And there was obviously, when I was batting, there was a fair amount of reverse with Hassan and Ashraf and Shaheen, the way they were bowling. So it just gets me in a position where I'm able to essentially play French cricket in front of the stumps and allow balls outside to go past. And that's the way I like to go about it. I've done it that way for a long time, playing reverse swing. So yeah, that's the position I like to get into. But yeah, there's nothing more to it than that, really.
Thanks for that. Just another quick one. I mean, just your comfort playing in these subcontinental conditions. And of course, it's not been in your control. We've been in the midst of a pandemic. But do you think you just like missed out on that? Like, the fact that you've had to play cricket tests just in Australia and not got these challenges often enough in the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's obviously been a shame that we haven't been able to travel and play some test cricket away. Our last away series was obviously the 2019 Ashes, and that seems like an eternity ago. So we love playing test cricket away and challenging ourselves in different conditions. So it's been nice to come here and play on some different surfaces. And we've still got one more test, so we're all looking forward.
Thanks, Steve.
Tom Deason, please.
Hi, Steve. Given this is nil heading into the final test, do you think this test will be played at a different tempo? And would you like to see even a captain's agreement or a gentleman's agreement that both teams try and play for a win and that we don't have a draw?
Well, I'm not really sure, but I think we certainly got ourselves in a position to win the last test match. Obviously, Pakistan batted exceptionally well to stay out there for 172 overs, I think it was. So it's not too often you see a team last that long in the fourth innings. So we'll wait and see what the wickets or the surface is like when we get to training today, and then obviously think about the best way we can go about our business to try and get a victory in this game.
Bharat, please, again.
Thanks, Brian. Steve, just on the unique first slip position, like where you had to stand well ahead of Alex Carey. Have you had any practice for that before, and just the challenges of being in that position?
Yeah, it's been a real challenge. I've never stood as close to the bat in my life in any conditions. There's just been no bounce in the wickets. So, part of our plan is to ensure that the ball carries as much as possible. So the bowlers and Paddy are happy if we drop chances as long as they're getting to us. So we're getting ourselves in very close positions where it's been exceptionally difficult. I was just looking the other day facing Zaki and Kama. I was probably only 3 steps further back than where I would be for Nathan Lyon in Australia. So the reaction time isn't great. And obviously I dropped one there last week. It just really just rushed me. And then I got one obviously a bit later when Shafiq gave another opportunity. It was just at a perfect height, and that's kind of how it's got to be. If it's outside of those areas, it's going to be a very good catch, how close we are. So, it's been difficult and difficult to adjust, but we're working on that at training. We're doing very close nicks that are coming low and fast, and that's all you can really do, and just fingers crossed that they stick.
Thank you.
Rana Sajid, please.
Okay. Hi, Steve, this is Rana Sajid from 7 News Channel Lahore. First of all, I would like to say welcome to Lahore. Obviously, you are playing first time in Lahore. What's your feeling here? And after this test match, for one day and T20 series ahead, will you miss both series? Thank you.
Yes, my first time here. So yeah, it's nice to be here. Yeah, we haven't seen the surface yet. We've got training today for the first time after a day off yesterday. So over the 5 days. And then, yeah, after that, we'll push on to the 1 days and T20s. But for right now, focus is hopefully give ourselves an opportunity to win this series.
Last question now, Adris Malik, please.
Thank you, Brian. Steve, you have a good experience of the Asian wickets, and Pat, very much considering your all the backups. So can you remember what the communication between you and Pat Cummins when Babar Azam gone back to the pavilion and you just advised something about the fielding? What was that in that situation you discussed with him?
Hello, Adris. Try that question
hello,
again,
Brian.
please.
Yeah. Hello. Your signals are going low. Yeah, Steve, you have a good experience of the Asian wickets, and Pat, considering you are all the backups very positively. So can you remember what discussion was between you and Pat Cummins when Babar Azam got out and he set the field as per your directions?
When Baba got out.
Yeah, but when Baba got out, at that time,
got caught
there was a lot of discussion between you and Pat Cummins.
About the game, how we were going to get a wicket, and let's say, as I said earlier, the rough until one finally hit the inside edge. And I don't know, perhaps when he was on 196, he was looking for a boundary maybe through the offside and changed his mindset a fraction, knowing that he was so close to 200, and that might have brought about his dismissal perhaps. But yeah, only Bubba can answer that, I suppose.
Okay, everyone. Thank you very much indeed. Apologies for a little bit of internet issue there. Thank you very much for your time. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much.